CATIA V5 image and shape mesh view on off toggle. Okay, so before we get started with CATIA V5 that mesh visualization, how we activate it and what is the importance of that. Since my last video from 2 days ago, a total of 7 people have decided to subscribe, and this is the recent subscriber list. These are the ones who made their subscription public. Okay, so only 2 out of 5, but I would like to be thankful to all those that helped me grow this channel. Okay, so let's go to CATIA. So regarding that mesh, if I'm gonna go to start, shape, imagine and shape. So this is the main problem. If you use a shared computer and somebody deactivated that mesh, you also won't have that visible. So for example, if I will define a primitive like a sphere, you see that if I move my mouse around, I can select the faces that control this shape, but I cannot see the outlying bounding box for this. And that can be activated over here. So there's the mesh view. There's also a hotkey for that, Control Shift and X. So this is important to have that displayed, because it will be a lot easier to select individual points and work with those. Especially if you're gonna do some face cutting. So for example, over here, when we're gonna develop more complex model, if you don't have that active, it will be really hard to see exactly, okay, which point. So that point control that area. With this active, you're gonna see in perspective, and it's a lot easier to work. So you can just individually select an object and have it deform using either that vertex or edge or facet. But if you have the visibility for that, it will be a lot easier. Okay, so for the sphere, it's the most predominant. For example, if we're gonna go with a cylinder, we're gonna see that the cylinder has a bounding box like this. So there are those 4 points for the two faces, the 2 caps at the top and at the bottom, and after that we have the side area. For something like a cube or a pyramid, it's not that let's say mandatory, since even with the mesh bounding box aligned or without it, you have the same position for the vertices for the default state of the object. So like this or like this, or if we're gonna go for the pyramid, the same principle will apply to this as well. So this is with those activated and deactivated. And we have the last predefined shape, the torus, which will have those also let's say align with from the mesh, so that we can obtain those rounded areas. Okay, so if you find this video useful, please let me know in the comment section. Also, if you have some questions, so there are no comments. So over here we have one comment from 1 year ago. Somebody had a problem importing from Blender to CATIA V5, and the others are even older, so we see over here 2 years ago. Also, I will create more content for Imagine and Shape, since there are currently, let's say, only a few of those on YouTube, and most of them are not explained, therefore are harder to follow. Okay, so also consider to subscribe if you find this useful. Okay, thanks.